Here, hundreds of the country's parks could be sold off by cash-strapped councils. According to the Heritage Lottery Fund, half of the UK's local authorities are considering whether to sell their green spaces to raise much-needed funds for essential services. Sky's Joe Tidy reports.
It's estimated that 34 million of us regularly use our local park. On the whole, they're in good health, thanks to a cash boost in the 1990s. But looking ahead, there are concerns that this won't last.
Well, we're just beginning to see the signs of problems in parks. We're seeing that toilet blocks being closed down, we're seeing that lakes aren't being dredged, we're seeing woodlands not being managed. And these, we think, are all the signs of decay setting in. We're not naive. We know that local authorities have got to get their budgets to balance. The problem is that I think a lot of them don't appreciate the value and the importance of these parks. So we feel it's false economy, really, to abandon these spaces.
Councils aren't legally required to maintain or improve their parks, and cutting back on them is far less visible than, say, closing a leisure centre or a library. And in fact, since 2010, 86% of park managers say their budgets have been slashed. According to a report by the Heritage Lottery Fund, 45% of councils asked admitted they are considering selling parks or green spaces or transferring their management to others. The report outlines a need to rethink how parks are funded. Some suggestions include asking park users to pay for membership, selling advertising space or sponsorship, hiring out areas for private events, or setting up small agricultural projects.
Well, I feel I already pay through my council tax, so I would object in a way to paying extra.
I think something like corporate sponsorship is fine, as long as it's not too over the top and you're absolutely bombarded with advertising, because I think that would steal from the aesthetic of the park.
It's got to be for the public, not for those who can afford to pay to go to events, something like that, which is wrong. It's a public park.
In the long term, money will need to be found and maintained, so it seems if we want to carry on playing in our parks, we could be paying for them too. Joe Tidy, Sky News.